Welcome to AmA Media.2.0. I hope you find here what you were looking for. Thumbs up the video, share and subscribe if you haven't yet. Now let's get it. Enjoy. Until then, Rickley was avoided as an odd fellow and looked down upon, even by other nature doctors. His struggle was difficult, not only because his methods were new, but also because the Slovenic population, which did not take much of a liking to this peculiar foreigner, caused him many difficulties. Each time he emerged as the victor against his jealous medical foes. When his patients tested that he had alleviated illnesses which could not be helped by the physicians, the judge remarked, "Then we must be glad to have such a man in the country." Rickley ended this hate campaign by transferring the medical direction of his establishment to a licensed physician or proxy. In this way, the witch hunt of the medics could no longer find a target. When he started in Velds, the cold water cure, as practiced by Prieschnitz and Rouse, was still an important part of the treatment program. By 1865, Rickley began looking for alternatives to the harsh cold water applications. He started experimenting on himself by exposing his body to the air, winds and storms in all possible temperatures and weather conditions. In his basic doctrines of nature cure, including the atmospheric cure, he gives a vivid description of his heroic feats. "In the 42nd year of my life, I began taking light air baths for at least 2 hours every morning. No weather, as bad as it might be, could hold me back. During winters in Trieste, we undertook the air bath tour up the Karst mountain, 500 meters high. Only someone familiar with the awful winter storms of the Adriatic Bay knows what it means to climb the Karst peak in light air bath attire every day. It was not unusual for the trees to be covered with ice from top to bottom due to freezing rain. In 18 years, I completed over 3,000 atmospheric baths in every conceivable weather condition, which resulted in unprecedented colds, compared to which the common colds of normal life are a joke. However, I did not suffer the slightest harm. In fact, I never felt healthier and more vigorous." He prescribed them for his patients to take each morning in lieu of cold ablutions. In 1869, he began building a colony of air huts, which were a blessing which only someone who spent a few nights in such an air hut can fully appreciate. In addition, he created large light and air parks. In 1895, a new cure house was built, and in 1899, 2 new large bathing establishments began operation. Rickley emphasized the importance of walking barefoot long before night did. However, he advised against constantly walking barefoot in the dew. Rickley introduced air baths in 1865. After he had satisfied himself that they were beneficial, only a portion of his parks was maintained as lawn, the rest being covered with dry sand. He considered it necessary in air bathing for the bare feet to touch the ground, to achieve a sufficient drainage effect. It is well known that some people catch cold when walking barefoot on cold, wet ground and contract so-called disease symptoms such as diarrhea, cough, stuffed nose, etc., which in reality have no other purpose than the expulsion of waste by the organs' healing power. Therefore, the cough is not the disease, but a curative reaction against the disease. It is extremely injurious to harden the head by keeping it bare, and on the other hand to keep the feet covered all the time, as people suffering from headache are prone to do. AmA thanks you for tuning in. Please leave a comment. Grant me until the next video. Peace and much love to all. Lobby.